Good morning, students. How are you? Hope all of you are fine and doing well at your home. So, welcome back. Today we are starting our chapter 7, that is HTML. Although we have done chapter 8, but we left this chapter, so we are starting from chapter 7. So, chapter 7 is basically HTML. What is this HTML? Full form of HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. Thus, hyper stands for hyperlink. Hyperlink means the link between two or more files. Then text, the hypertext is that text on which hyperlink is created. Markup language. What is this markup? Markup means tags. And the language which is using tags, that is your HTML hypertext markup language. This HTML is used for creating web pages. Nowadays we are using internet. On internet we search so many websites. We are surfing over internet, so we see so many sites. So these sites are created by using some languages. HTML is one of them. HTML is hypertext markup language and it is used for creating web pages. Those pages that can be seen over the internet, those are called web pages. HTML documents are made up of text content and special codes. These special codes are basically tags that tell web browser how to display the content. It also provides the means to link the web pages. In our websites, we see so many hyperlinks. By clicking on those links, we can go to another web page. HTML documents are identified by their extension .html or HTML. So these two extensions are there. We can use either .html or .html. We can display HTML documents on any of the operating system. Like HTML can be used on Windows, Macintosh, Linux, any of platform. So basically this is platform independent language. Platform independent language means the language or the software which can be used on any type of hardware or any type of software. Hardware like that can be used on a tab, smartphone, notebook, smart TV, and software can be any of browser like Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Internet Explorer. Now history of HTML. HTML was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in early 1990s. That time the earlier version of HTML we were using, that was HTML 3.2, 2.0, 4.01. So all these were used by 90s. But now we are using the recent version of HTML, that is HTML5. In this version, so many new features are there. We'll read them later on. Which features are those? Now HTML5. This is a new standard for HTML. It is an improvement or improved version by including new tags. Those tags are used for including audios, videos, drawing capabilities in HTML. Because in earlier version, for inserting audio, video or any drawing capability, we were needing some additional plugins. Like we were using some scripting language or any another thing. But in HTML5, all these things are inbuilt. So there is no requirement for additional plugins. With HTML5, web pages can store data locally within the user's browsers. Earlier we were using these were used in cookies, or these were known as cookies. Cookies are the files stored in our computer. These cookies store our temporary data, or we can say locally stored the data. However, web storage is more secure and faster. The data is not included with every server request but used only when asked for. Basically, these cookies store recently used data. Now HTML is also a cross-platform or platform independent, that is the same thing. and that I have told you that can be used on any of the hardware or software like tab, smartphone, etc., and any of the software or a browser like Safari, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Internet Explorer. Now, features of HTML. HTML5 is not a case-sensitive language. Although earlier versions of HTML were also not case-sensitive. Case-sensitive means we can write in uppercase letters or lowercase letters. There is no difference. Because some languages are case-sensitive languages. In those languages, if we are writing something in lowercase and if we are writing same thing in uppercase, both will be different things. But here in HTML, we can use either uppercase or lowercase. That is called not a case sensitive. Now, spaces and tabs can be used anywhere because some languages doesn't allow spaces and tabs. But in HTML, we can use these. Extension will be .html or .html. And again, this HTML will be written in any of text editor. Like Notepad. Notepad is the most popular text editor for writing HTML. Although we can use any word processor also like MS Word or Writer, WordPad, anything. But extension we have to give .html or .html. Whatever text editor we are using, we have to mention the extension. Next topic is understanding HTML5 elements. So in HTML, we will be using elements. These elements are called tags. Special instructions or commands are known tags. Because in HTML is a markup language. Markup language is that language which use tags. So what are these tags? These are any command in HTML, or you can say special instructions. Each tag giving a specific instruction is enclosed by angular braces. So for writing any tag, we will use these angular braces. HTML tags tell a browser how to organize and present text, images and other contents. Uppercase or lowercase, we can write in any or we can type in any of letters. But basically we should use uppercase letters to make the tags stand out. Now we are talking about tags. So basically two types of tags are there. Container tags and empty tags. What are container tags? Container tags are those tags which are having starting tag as well as ending tag. Starting tag, simple, we will write here. One example is given like HTML. HTML is written in angular braces. But for ending tag, we have to use this /. We'll differentiate by using this slash that this is our ending tag. Because the tag name will remain same, we can differentiate only through this slash. For closing tag, we will be using slash. Empty tags will be those tags which will be having only starting tag, not an ending tag. So example of container tag are HTML, head, title, and empty tags are BR, HR. That we'll discuss later on. Now the next topic is semantic tags. HTML includes various semantic tags that enable you to describe the different parts of your web page. Some tags which are using in our HTML5 are not used in earlier version of HTML. First tag is here, doctype. Doctype is the first tag after HTML that will be used for declaration of beginning of the web page. And it specifies that the document is written in HTML5. In earlier version, this was not required, but in HTML5, doctype declaration is required. Navigation. What do you mean by navigation? Like in some of websites, we can see go to home or go to back. So these are called navigation. So nav tag is used to define important navigational links to other pages on the site. Next tag is header tag. Header tag is used to define introductory information. For example, site's name, company name, logos and slogans that will also appear on the beginning of the body of the web page. Next tag is footer tag. Header, obviously the name indicates, that will be on the top, while footer will be on the bottom, or you can say at the end of the page, just before closing the body tag. And footer will write some copyright information or contact address or small print items on a page. Like that can be page number also, something like that. Next is your section. Section tag offers a generic way of grouping related information on a web page. Like you want to divide your page into some sections. For that purpose, you can use this section. Next tag is article. Article tag is for defining a self-contained information on a web page. Next tag is aside. Aside is just used for containing some indirect information. You can mark information on your page as tangential to the main content with the aside tag. Aside tag is useful for defining pull quotes, glossary terms, or set of links related to an article. Next is canvas. As the name indicates, that is used for drawing. That is used as a drawing area. You can create any type of shape, draw straight or curved lines. You can apply the color to them and even add images within the area. Next is audio and video. In earlier version, we can't use this canvas, aside, article, section, audio and video. For inserting any type of audio and video in your web page, you can use these controls. HTML offers a new video tag for embedding video clips into your web page and audio tag for integrating sound. So, we'll continue our chapter in next class. Read this chapter. I think all of you have purchased your books. If you have not purchased the book, kindly purchase your book. This time I am sending PDF, but next time I will not send PDF. Arrange your books. Okay, all the best.